It's time for your morning tea. It's time for your morning tea. Today's morning tea is when you become the top pick, then you become the topic. Again, when you become the top pick, then you become the topic. I will tell you for sure there is absolutely nothing new up under the sun. They talked about Jesus. I know you guys hear that as a cliche, but they did. So Jesus asked his disciples, "Who do men say that I am?" And then he turned around and asked them, "Who do ye say that I am?" So number one, that meant that the disciples were around when other people were talking about Jesus. And then number two, they were talking about Jesus amongst themselves. Like, who is he? Let me tell you who he is. Let me tell you what I heard about him. Let me make this absolutely clear. Anyone who knows me for real, for real. There is nothing that you can come to me and say about anyone. You won't even talk about. I honestly believe that people will not think incorrectly around me about those who are connected to me. There's no way that you could tell me anything negative. Listen, I remember a time when I said something to somebody was confronting my grandmother, right? And they called my grandmother a bad word. And I politely said, "Can't nobody call my grandma but me." And I meant it. I meant it. And since that day, no one has come around me said anything negative about who is connected to me. And it should always be that way. But nevertheless, they are going to talk. When you become the top pick, then you become the topic. Number one, you're giving them something to talk about. You're doing something differently. You're being promoted. You're growing. You're developing. You're stepping outside of the box. You're not staying stuck. You're not immobile. Like those who do not have anything going on for themselves, they're going to discuss you. Those who have something going on for themselves are way too busy to be thinking about you. Like one of our favorite, I would just say my friend girl and my favorite quotes are, "What are you doing? Girl, I'm minding my business and drinking my water." What you do is on you. What I do is on me. They are going to talk about you. If they're not talking, then something's wrong. That means that you're stagnant. That means that you're not growing. That means that you're irrelevant. That means that you're not doing anything that's going to stir up a conversation. That means that you're regular. That means that you're mediocre. Become the top pick, and then you'll become the topic. And when you become the top pick and you become the topic, make sure that you can handle it. They're going to talk. There's nothing that you can change about their discussions. Just make sure that you give them something positive to talk about. Of course, some of them are going to be stuck on who you are. They're going to try to throw your past up. Forget them. Because the truth is that you've given them more to talk about now than you did back then. If they're holding on to the old, it's because they're old. They're tired. They're dull. They're dry. Get it? You have oil on you. You're anointed. You are chosen for such a time as this. Move forward. Grow up. Glow up. That's all I'm saying. When you become the topic, it's because you have become the top pick.